Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the Commander's Table. Sitting at the head of the table, it's your boy E. Pull up a chair, have a seat. Today, we got a special guest here in the building, Black Office cohort, also part of the podcast of Before You Go to Sleep, and the runner of his channel, Lakers W, covers all Lakers content. But today, we're talking about the east side of it, where he's also serves as a Giants fan. Welcome to the show, my boy Chef Dave, aka Lakers W. How we doing today, my brother?
Oh man, we doing good. You know what I'm saying? Good as always, good as I can be as being a Giants fan. So, you know what I'm
Right. Yeah,
saying?
yeah, man. I mean, honestly, both of our seasons have just taken a tumultuous turn for the worst. And the worst part about it is we've been watching this shit on Hard Knocks. Me
uh-huh.
personally, I'm watching every week, and I'm just like, man, all of our teams since the taping has started for Hard Knocks, I don't think the NFC East has only had one win out of the four teams in 2 weeks.
I
You
don't
know what
even
I
know why
mean?
they give us hard knocks. Why are we so why are it's crazy. Even
Storylines, man.
besides hard knocks, the NFC East is always in the media. We always got the prime times games, no matter if you're the
Yeah.
Giants, the Eagles, the Commanders, or the who am I missing? Cowboys. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, especially
Cowboys
the
definitely.
Cowboys. You're
Yeah.
in the media no matter what. You get prime time games no matter what. And it's time to turn the ship around. We the Philly been carrying us for these past couple years. We need to show up, man. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I feel you, man. It really seemed like this year both of our arrows were like pointing upwards in the trajectory. The Commanders coming off a crazy NFC Championship run, and then they were adding to the roster, free agency, draft wise, and you were just thinking like, as just a fan of football, all right, them boys about to carry that momentum. On the Giants side, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys
Mhm.
made significant investments on the defensive end, right? With the addition of
Yes.
Abdul Carter via draft. We'll talk
hmm
about Abdul Carter as we go throughout this process. And
hmm
then you guys went and got Javon Holland from
From
Miami
Miami.
and signed him to a pretty good contract.
hmm
Dexter Lawrence, Sexy Dexy's in the mix,
Yep.
one of the most dominant defensive
hmm
tackles.
And he's
So
just not
really, it
showing up at
seemed
all
like,
this year.
yeah, we're going to
It's
talk
it.
about that as well, right? Because you're
hmm
in the know about the Giants information. So I was going to ask you
Oh
about
yeah.
that. But
Mhm.
pretty much, it seemed like you guys were definitely emphasizing the defense, and then you guys go and get your quarterback in Jackson Dart later on in that same first round, right? You trade back up and go get him, get
Yep.
Scatterboo in the draft as well. So you guys
hmm
seem primed to be like a bounce back candidate this season, and unfortunately, season fell apart for you guys too. Maybe even slightly worse than the Commanders. I'm not sure, but I think it's comparable. You as a fan coming into the season, what were your expectations, and what, in your opinion, is what caused the disaster that is the Giants' 2025 season?
I was really excited. I was really excited after the draft. I did want Shador. I did think we would go out, and I thought when we jumped back into the first round, we were going for Shador, but we
Yeah.
opted to get Jackson Dart, which I have no problem with that at all. So then we get into the off season training camp and things. They saying he's looking good, and we got Russell Wilson, we got Jameis Wilson, quarterback room. It's a good quarterback room, but we started with Russell Wilson, and man, he really didn't give us much at all. No, 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 he didn't give us anything. I don't know if he's done or if he I don't know if Russ need weapons around him to be good,
I mean,
or
he
if
had Malik
Russ.
Neighbors for a good, like, 2 to
Yeah,
3
and
weeks.
then I'm glad you brought that up because that's when the shit hit the fan. When
Yeah.
neighbors got injured, it seemed like everything went downhill from there. Neighbors got injured.
Yeah.
Wilson was playing bad. Jackson Dart was going out with concussion after concussion, not protecting himself. And then Scatterboo with the ankle injury. Scatterboo went out. Scatterboo's he's the gem. I don't know if he can carry us as a running back, but we need a 1-2 punch, I believe. Because I don't know if he's a pure one where he can just stay on the field for every down. Maybe he's a second and third down back, or maybe he's a goal line back. Maybe we can. I don't know if he's a Christian McCaffrey. Does he have the speed? We'll see what he works on in the offseason. Jackson Dart, he needs to learn to protect himself, and he has to
Definitely.
show us. Yeah, he has to show us these next couple games that he's the franchise player. He's the franchise quarterback. I want to say. I mean, meant to say that
Mhm.
he's the guy that can carry the New York Giants deep in the playoffs. sniff the Super Bowl or at least go to the Super Bowl. Abdul Carter, he showed nothing his rookie year. He wanted Lawrence Taylor. He had the audacity, the unmitigated gauze to ask Lawrence Taylor to
For his
unretire
number.
his
Yeah.
number.
It's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, unretire his
Disrespectful.
number. And he goes out and does this. This
It's
doesn't
pretty
deserve.
shameful.
And he's showing up late to meetings. He's been suspended. I think the coach held him out for like the first half of the game, or first couple plays or something. He's been suspended twice. And all he said was "shit happens." That's what he had to say for it. He's feeling himself out, if you ask me. He got the money, and that's one of the things when these guys come out of college and they got this NIL money, they feel like, I don't need it, or you feel like you good, you
I'm
just here
already
to ball out.
untouchable.
Nah, you
Yeah.
lost your hunger. Still, you going to this the big dogs. It's people. It's men with car seats in their back seat. It's men with car notes they got to pay. They don't care how old you are. They don't care about the NIL money you got or none of that. They out there to get money and make a playoff run or make $1 million contract run. That's what they out there for. And he needs to understand that as a rookie. And Jackson Dart, he needs to protect himself. And we need to go out there and find a great head coach, man. For some reason, we can't get it right with the head coach. It's crazy, and we keep having all these high draft picks. Saquon, he's gone. Odell, he did a little bit, but he's gone. Abdul Carter, he's not showing. Maybe next year he won't have a sophomore slump. Maybe next year he'll show what he's really about. Malik Neighbors, he's out. That's the one I'm depending on. Malik Neighbors is the guy. He's the one. And we got to keep him happy before he goes elsewhere. These guys don't stick around on one team. It's not like back in the day where being on a team for 10 years plus was a badge of honor.
Loyalty.
Nowadays, no, no,
Nah,
no.
ain't no
It's
loyalty
time
at
to
all, bro.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree, man. I really thought Abdul Carter, like the way he was projected, it just looked and sounded like he was going to be the next Micah Parsons because they came out the
Yep.
same
And that's
college
what
or
they kept
whatever.
comparing him to.
Yeah.
Same number, that number 11.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know what happened, man. Like apparently, allegedly, from what I saw, just based on my research and Giants Reddits and Twitter and scourging and shit like that, it said that he had 4.5 sacks called back due to penalties, like a holding call or whatever gets, or some type of defensive like mishap happens, like pass interference or some shit, and they take the shit away from his stat line.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if those get returned to him, you have like a 5-6 sack season. I mean, it's still bad
because he got his first one last week.
Yeah. I mean,
and then we drafted this cornerback Banks, Dante Banks, trash.
Yeah,
we have so many high draft picks, man, and they don't work out, or we don't know what to do with them. And I don't even mind Saquon leaving because what he did in Philly, he couldn't do with us.
Not at all.
He wouldn't be able to get to the promised land like that with us. It wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen with the line we got with Andrew Thomas. He's in and out. It's like these guys can't stay healthy to save their lives, man. It's just injuries all up and down the offensive line. The GM, they can't get it right. We have the money and we give it to somebody named Daniel Jones, a quarterback from Duke, and we give him all these $30 million plus a year. Now we don't even got money to give some real free agents. We go get somebody named Javon Holland, who he ain't showing up for real. He ain't doing nothing for. He just stole our money. They just if you want to rob a bank in broad daylight without a mask, come to New York.
NYC. Yeah. Listen, man. I mean, the Giants. I understand what the mentality was. It just unfortunately it ain't work out. You guys did fire your DC though, and I think that should have definitely needed to happen because you don't have all of that abundance of talent at defensive end and defensive tackle and not produce it the way that they should. I'm surprised that Dexter Lawrence was not dominating, honestly, more than anything.
Oh man, that was the staple. That was the reason I was hoping we could the defensive line. I was hoping because if you get pressure on the quarterback, then the back end you can cover up the back end. But we got so many holes everywhere we can't cover nothing up. Linebacker, cornerbacker, defensive end, tackle. Like we got holes everywhere.
I know. I mean, I know the offensive line issues for the Giants have been a big problem for at least
since
a decade.
Eli Manning. Since Eli.
Yeah. At least a decade plus. And, Andrew Thomas, when he's healthy, he is one of the better tackles in the league. But the problem, he's never fucking healthy, But I mean, I will say, man, maybe you guys don't have the best O line, but I felt like they've been better this year than they have in the past.
But
To be
see what
honest,
it is Jackson Dart makes him his ability to
mobility.
maneuver in the pocket and
Okay.
scramble or either take off. It,
Hmm.
it makes the O line look good. When we had
Yeah.
Russell Wilson back there, he's a non-mobile quarterback. He doesn't have that he can't scramble. He's not the
Hmm.
scrambling Russ anymore. So he's back there like a statue. And the O
Yeah.
line can't protect for 5 seconds. Best I can O line give you is 3 seconds. If it ain't there in 3 seconds, if you don't take off and run, oh, you can be prepared to get sacked.
Okay. So I guess the mobility of those of him kind of mitigates some of the
Yep.
assness of the line.
Hmm.
So like bringing it back on the Commanders end as far as our season, what was going on, man? Like we made big investments on the offensive line. We went and brought Laramie Tunsil. I will say the Laramie Tunsil trade has worked out, but it costed a pretty penny. We had to give up a second and third round pick and an additional, I think, third round pick in this year's draft as well, and a second round pick. So we don't have a whole lot of top picks going into this draft. But what we're hoping we can do is we're hoping we can tank and lose every game. And then
Hmm.
we'll have like a number 1 or number 2 overall pick. And then
Hmm.
hopefully somebody gets thirsty for Mendoza and wants to trade up with us, and we'll give him the pick, and we'll just, we want to stack up picks, bro. I'm trying to look like OKC out here because just
I
like
don't.
you guys, we have a lot of holes too, man, to fill.
Hmm.
We so much. And with us, I know you guys, you're saying offensive line. For us, I would say the offensive line is not necessarily the problem, is coaching. The talent is there. The ability is there to block, but our coaches and offensive schemes are just not it. We may need to move on from the offensive coordinator or fire the offensive line coach. I don't know what we got to do, but one of those two changes need to be made. We need to find a legitimate wide receiver because I love Terry McLaurin and I love what he brings us, but he's getting injured. And also, even when he is healthy, like I said, I love him. Malik Neighbors is better than him. CeeDee Lamb is better than him. AJ
Mm.
Brown is better than him when they're healthy. Just keeping it a buck,
That's a lot
right?
of that's a lot. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of firepower in the NFC East. So you want to compete against the big dogs, you got to find that real complimentary guy. I love Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel's never going to be on the
Man, for
level of
some
Josh
reason I
Allen.
thought that was gonna be a great pickup for you guys.
I thought so too. And I thought mostly because of how Cliff organizes his offense. It's a lot of underneath screen type shit. The mentality was, okay, get this tank nigga Debo and just like let's put him to work. The first 5 to 6 weeks, it did work. But then more injuries happened, and like the Commanders have been affected by the injury bug
That
real
injury
bad
bug.
this season.
Mm,
It's really bad, right? Like
mm.
every single week we're losing a starter, it seems. And right now we're walking into this Giants game. We're missing 2 starting corners. We're missing a starting safety. We're missing our starting running back in Austin Eckler, who's out for the season. We lost our defensive and Dietrich Wise Jr., our starter for the year. We lost Lawrence Armstrong for the year. Like legit, the entire team completely got deteriorated from uh injuries, decimation, right? Like you don't have a roster. Most of these guys we're going to be putting out there against you are probably like third stringers slash practice squad fill-ins. Like these niggas shouldn't be in the league at a professional level, to be honest. But when times are desperate, some people gonna get calls. You might be picking up groceries or whatever for somebody doing Uber Eats, and you might get a call from the Commanders to come play like a good 2 weeks. Playboy, maybe we'll see you in training camp. But it's been bad over here too, bro. And you know our defense is worse than yours. Definitely. No question. Because your boy, who's the defensive end that y'all got from the Panthers? Is it Burns?
Burns. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he a
Burns.
beast.
Burns
He
is
been showing
hooping.
up all season.
Yeah, he's
He
been
been showing
hooping,
up
bro.
all season. Hmm.
Definitely. That nigga's
If
hooping
if
for
if
sure.
it, if it if it wasn't for Miles Garrett, he'll be the sack leader. Miles Garrett has 20
Yeah.
sacks. I mean, he's out of control
Yeah. I
right now.
mean, yeah. Miles Garrett right now is just a force of nature, but
Yeah.
definitely Burns definitely showed me that he's
Hmm.
big time and you guys got
Worth
him
that
for a good
money.
deal.
He's worth the money.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that Abdul Carter for you guys, if he can bounce back next year with a real defensive coordinator that understands how to move with his pieces, and you guys could be scary good next year, to be honest, depending on how shit falls for y'all in the offseason. Here's
It's,
my question. Would
mhm.
you still keep the GM like Joe Shane? Would you still keep him or would you fire his
Nah,
ass?
we need to fire the GM. We already fired the head coach, Brian
Mm-hmm.
Dayball. We
Mm-hmm.
fired the DC, and now we need to get rid of the GM and the LC. We need to just clean house. We got to clean house because when you can't bring in those the GM, head coach, OC, DC work together. That's a foursome.
Absolutely.
And you can't bring in one guy that come in and then try to fit him in. No,
Hmm.
get one guy, find their guys, get every guy, make sure they're all together, and all of them got to be on the same page from drafting players, scouting players, rehabbing players, and getting players just ready to play each game every Sunday. Everybody know
Definitely.
their job. We need real football people in each of those positions. Our owner, he's going through some things right now. He's recovering from
Yeah,
something
cancer.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, like he had cancer. He's going through
Uh-huh.
chemo. Yep.
Yep. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're keeping Joe Shane right now,
Yeah.
because we need somebody to run operations at this point,
Mhm.
and we don't want to bring somebody in at this point of the season, it's the middle of the season and then everything, but for the greater good of the organization, we got to clean house from top to bottom.
I think so, man. And I was saying this to one of my buddies. Shout out my buddy Gutty. If you're watching this video, I was talking
Shout
to you
out
about
Goody.
this shit last year, man, Gutty.
Mm-hmm.
So my boy Gutty, I was telling him he's a diehard Giants fan as well. And I was mentioning the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, Dayball's already a lame duck coach. You about to draft a quarterback most likely in this draft. And all of these new pieces. You might as well clean house right after last year. Get rid of the
Mm-hmm.
GM, get rid of the coach, everybody, and let's start everything on the same timeline with the new quarterback. Because now you guys are in the same position as you said, right? Coach and everybody's responsible for this quarterback, but then you fire the coach, and pretty much all the coordinators are going to be gone. And the GM is kind of sitting there like, damn, I got to find a coaching staff now. And the coaching staff may not be like, yo, we didn't pick Jackson Dart. I'm not trying
Exactly.
to tailor my shit to him.
So
So it's almost like the cycle repeats in essence, bro.
that's why you got to fire everybody. Find first. You got to find a GM, and
Yeah,
then find a head coach. Make sure the GM and head coach are on the same
on the
page,
same timeline. Yep,
and then
yep.
you let the coach find his OC and his DC. And you let their OC and DC fill in the staff around linebackers coach, quarterbacks coach. Because I'm pretty sure there's some position coaches that need to go as well. We
Definitely,
got to dig
definitely.
deep. We've been down for us to be a blue blood of the NFL, one of the cornerstones of the NFL. We've been down for too long. For these past 10 years, our season has been over after 8 games. And this is a true fact. I'm not making this up.
Oh shit.
I packed my bags up early every season. I pack up and I can't root for my team no more. I got to find another team to root for. I'm rooting for Lamar Jackson, and then I'm rooting for anybody else. I can't root for my team because for the past 10 years, our season has been over after 8 games.
Yeah, y'all be headed to Cancun like beginning of November.
Man, Cancun love us. We got we got a
Yeah,
reservation. We like
VIP in
Usher or
Cancun.
something like we got we perform in Cancun. We got a game
Hey,
in Cancun.
yeah, just bring the Louis V luggage. You already know what time it is, bro.
You
Just put an
know,
umbrella in my drink.
for sure. You hear me?
Nah, I feel you, bro. I mean, this is the trying times of being a fan of some of these teams, bro. As a Giants
Hmm.
fan, as a Commander slash Redskins slash football team fan, we go through a lot of bullshit with these teams, but we still here. It's an abusive relationship, bro. We are literally the abused spouse
Sir,
getting beat
man.
every year, and we think they will change
Yep.
every season, and they
Yep.
don't, bro. They just
It's
don't. It's the
okay.
same shit.
Maybe I just clean up more. I just clean up more. It's okay.
Yeah, right, right. I'm gonna try to be like
I just buy
more
another
supportive.
jersey. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Bro, how much money I done spent on this team? I'm ashamed to say. It's sad, bro. But yeah, man, right now we are both basically in essence looking for the same outcome. We're trying to tank, man. I
Yeah.
know you guys want to win, don't want to lose, but no, we need you to lose. You go ahead and lose for us, bro. You don't need the draft picks. You all right?
No,
You
no, really. You know what?
you
Us being
good.
us being who we are, the stand-up people who we are. We'll give you guys this win. Go ahead, celebrate with your city. Celebrate with your city. Whoever Mariota, I know he want to redeem himself from the last game.
Man,
They
shit.
put
If
Jaden Daniels in for some reason, so he's back in. So
I'm not I'm not
guys,
gonna
go
hold
ahead
you, bro. I'm
and
not
do
gonna
your
hold you.
best. That's all that matters. When you go out
I'm
on that
not
field, Commanders,
I'm
you
not gonna
take the
hold you,
field,
bro.
huh?
I'm not gonna hold you. If we were to sweep the Giants 2 years in a row, I wouldn't be as upset, to be honest with you, even though it fucks up our draft pick. It's a
You
pretty
know,
nice stat to have, man. Because let me tell you, the Giants when it comes to the Commanders, like clockwork, bro. Every year,
hmm
that's like you can circle that shit. We got that. It's
you
easy.
know, it's been
They be
hard on us,
spanking
man. It's
us.
been rough in the
Yeah.
division. It's been rough on us in the whole division, man. Everybody beat down us in it. I can't tell you our last division win.
Man, I'm trying to think of the Eagles.
Been rough. Oh
Y'all
yeah, the
split with the
Eagles this
Eagles.
earlier
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
Some eyeball reason we beat them.
That's
We
one of
had
those
Jackson
NFC
Dart.
shenanigans. Yeah, it's one of those
hmm
shenanigans, bro. Y'all niggas actually
hmm
that was y'all best game of the season, in my
Best
opinion.
game of the season, man. Oh, that game against Denver. That was, and
Yeah,
that's the we had like 5 or 6 games where we were
fourth
up
quarter
by three
collapses,
or more
bro.
points
Yeah,
with 3 minutes to go.
collapses, bro. Like that comes down to coaching, and of course, rightfully so. Niggas
Yep.
got to let go for that shit, and
hmm
you probably got to continue. I mean, what is your stance on the interim right now, Kafka? Do you think he's gonna be held back in or retained in some form or fashion in a different position next season, or are you gonna cut bait with him too?
Nah, we gotta cut him too. We can't keep him either. I hope he don't think he just finna go out here and coach his best and he finna get the head. Nah, sorry, buddy. You just a little stand in right now. We don't want to go bring nobody in at this
Yeah,
point of the
yeah,
season.
yeah. You the
And
rebound, bro.
and we need to make sure we look at every candidate and maybe someone who's coaching now. You never know what happens at the end of the season. So we ain't gonna jump the gun like college football teams and college
Yeah, I feel
coaches. We
that.
we gonna sit back and we gonna wait till all
Let
the
it play
smoke
out.
clears and
Yeah,
we gonna go out there and we gonna find the best candidate that matches for the New York Football Giants. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta put our big boy pants on and we gotta go find the right people that love to coach the job, that love football, not some fancy pants that was a great head coach, a great OC that you may think turn into a great head coach. No, go get somebody. Okay, it doesn't, and I don't care if he is an OC. Just don't think you out there finna go find the next such and such just because he's an OC. Some OCs are meant to be OCs. Go out there and find
definitely.
yourself a good head coach.
Yeah. So for your head coach, are you looking for more a defensive minded head coach or offense?
I need
What
a
is like your
defensive.
philosophy?
I need a defensive head coach that
Okay.
goes out there and find a genius OC. Go find me one of those boy genius OCs. They're out there. They're on somebody's
Hey,
coaching tree.
listen, the
Shanahan's
nigga,
coaching tree,
yeah,
McVay's coaching tree.
yeah.
Go out there. They own them coaching. Go find you a
I was I was
boy
gonna say,
genius.
bro, depending on how shit ends up with Miami, if Mike McDaniels get fired, bro,
Mm,
shit, that might be somebody's phone line y'all need to tap. I know for sure, Adam Peters. If you're watching this shit, Adam Peters, you better call that
mm,
man. Bring him over here to
mm,
be OC because I like Cliff Kingsbury, but no,
mm,
I'm good on the Cliff experience. I'm kind of tired of
mm.
watching the
You
screens
done
go
with Cliff?
backwards.
You know what happened
I'm
was
tired of watching the screens,
Cliff
man.
Cliff was only bought there for Kyler Murray, if I'm not mistaken, right? I
So
think.
yeah, basically he was being touted by the Raiders were also trying to sign him as well, but he left mid conversation with the Raiders and was like, "Nah, I'm not feeling this Vegas move." And he came to DC. Of course, the first year it panned out fucking great, right? Everybody went to the NFC Championship. Shit looks fucking wonderful. And then this season, of course, everything fell apart. Injuries. It's a whole lot of shenanigans that happened this season, but I'm gonna tell you, Cliff. It just seems like he's so like hot and cold. You'll have a couple games where he looks like he is scheming his ass off, X and O in your shit, and then the
Mhm.
next game is like we can't run a simple screen pass correctly. Our offensive line is missing assignments like crazy. So, is it coaching? I feel like it is to a certain extent. Players are missing
Yeah, it
assignments,
sound
execution.
like it's coaching and sound like Cliff need to go back to college.
He just might end up going back to college, bro, or maybe he gets a position somewhere else. I'm not sure how that's going to work out with Cliff, but I'm not sure if he's going to be a head coach candidate, to be honest, in this cycle. I'm
Mm-mm.
not sure, but depends on the team. Shit, the Jets are ass, but I don't know. I don't know what his future is, but if he were to get let go, Mike McDaniels is the first person I'm calling, bro. You made Tua look good. Bring your ass over here, bro. You got Jaden.
Mm.
Or if you guys happen to, throw some more money at him, then we can. Shit, Jackson Dart will have a genius OC, and I don't know
Yes, sir.
Mike
And Mike
McDaniels.
Tomlin. Give me Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin and give me Mike
Oh,
Tomlin and give me McDaniels.
man, that would
Come
be
on now.
you have a fucking coaching tree like that over there in New York. That's a different level of swag right there, bro. To be honest, because Tomlin will
Mhm.
be talking to those boys.
Mhm.
Pause, but
He's a
like,
defensive coach. He'll
yeah,
go out there and find him a DC somewhere. It might be a DC that he know from high school or something, or probably know from
mhm.
Tomlin. Come on now, he know them boys. He know somebody know how to coach up a good defense.
Definitely, definitely, man. And I mean, no question, Mike Tomlin as a leader a leader of men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't question that. And
Mm-hmm.
if he has the right X's and O's and support system around him, this would be great. I mean, this would be the greatest wide receiver he been around since AB went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Malik
Yep.
Neighbors is better than anything Pittsburgh has had
Mm-hmm.
for many, many years since AB left. So
And
I think,
his character is different too. He don't got the
yeah,
he's not the because Mike Tomlin don't like those George Pickens, AB. He don't like those type of receivers. And
yeah, nah, I
Malik
feel that.
Neighbors is far from that. Malik Neighbors is far
Nah,
from that.
he just be hooping, bro. He's very cool, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
the LSU factory, man. They
Yep.
just be building wide receivers over there. But yeah, man, we the last part of this discussion we just gonna talk about what the outcome may be. So I'm just gonna go ahead, share this page real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of this jump. So we don't talk about the prediction here if you can see that. So most experts they got the Giants winning by 2.5 points as the favorite because we really are this fucking bad now. In your opinion, just take your feelings out of it and what you want to
Mm-hmm.
happen because I know you want to tank, but honestly speaking, what do you think the final score will be?
I think it's gonna be one of those another one of those high scoring games. Taking my feelings out of it. I think Jackson Dart want to win. I think Kifka I think he wants to win. I think they want to win way more than DC does, and I think a lot of the DC
Facts.
players have packed it up mentally for real. For real, I think a lot
Definitely.
of y'all packed it up for real.
Absolutely, we have.
And we still got those young bloods out there that is ready to play football, no matter the conditions, no matter the record. People still trying to play for contracts and still trying to put some things on film for other teams to see as well. So me taking my feelings out of it, I got Jackson Dart. If he doesn't get hurt or concussion, I got him 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 250 or more passing.
Okay. All right.
No turnovers. He doesn't seem turnover prone to me, so no
Man.
turnovers.
Whenever we get turnovers, it's almost like Christmas morning, bro. That shit does not happen. It's very rare.
So my
I
score, I didn't give you the score
Yeah.
then. Let me
Yeah,
give you
go
the
ahead and
score then.
score. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
We doing scores right now?
Yeah,
We
just
doing scores right
drop
now?
your prediction. What you
Okay.
think the total score will be?
All right. I think 37-34 Giants.
Holy shit. If either of our teams scores 30, I'm gonna be laughing like shit on Sunday, bro.
Watch,
Yeah.
man. Watch what I tell you, man. These boys finna go out here and this gonna be like they gonna feel like they back in college or something. Watch these boys
Yeah,
go out
high
here and air it
school.
out. I think they finna air it out.
Okay.
This go around.
I will definitely if it happens, bro. You heard it here first. Chef Dave said that shit on
Yes,
Commander's table. Let
sir.
it be known. I'm gonna say my point prediction. I'm gonna say y'all gonna beat us 27-21.
Mm,
But I wouldn't be surprised if y'all did drop 30 because I'll be honest with you. After last week and us letting JJ McCarthy carve us up like
mm,
that,
mm,
any
mm.
quarterback in the league, if you want to get right, come down to DC, man. We'll get you right. Our defense, they just they face down, ass up over here, bro. You just have your way with us. You can do whatever you want, bro. But yeah, man, we gonna come down to MetLife. We gonna have a party, man, and let's just whatever happens, whatever the outcome. I pray no more injuries because seriously,
Oh
my
yeah,
soul
for
can't take
both
it. I know
sides,
you
man,
guys
for
can't
sure,
take it.
man.
Hopefully, Jackson Dart doesn't get himself knocked out the fucking game. And we'll go ahead and conclude the video right here, man. We're about 30 minutes in, so we kept it light. It's really not too much to fucking talk about. Let's keep it real. But Chef Dave, this is your
No.
time to plug yourself up, brother. Where can the people find you? Shout out any of your socials, channels, whatever. This is your time to plug yourself up, brother.
Hey yo, shout out to Black Office. You can catch me out at Black Office YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Before you go to sleep podcast Wednesdays nights at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm on Sideline Stories Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, 9:30 Eastern. And check me out where we talk about all the hottest topics in sports. You know what I'm saying? Before you go to sleep podcast is where I'm on there with my other two guys. When we talk about all the controversial topics in the world, controversial
Yep.
controversial
Oh yeah, they be
topic
on it.
in
Controversial
the
is
world.
definitely the
You
name of
know
the
what I'm saying?
ingredient.
We talk about all that from politics to gang banging to street violence, um, everything. You know, we talk about everything, and then we got
Definitely.
got my own show at Lakers W. At Lakers W is my YouTube channel where I
Yep.
talk about all the Lakers news, trades, rumors, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Also talk about other sports around the world. You know, other football, basketball. Other got nice little videos. Go ahead
Yeah,
and check me
hey
out.
man, Chef Dave is a man of many talents. Let me tell you, bro. This is the hardest working man in show business. He be
You know,
doing sideline stories as well. So shout out to you, brother. Thanks for coming on to the pod.
appreciate it.
We gonna go ahead and cut it off right here. To everybody who checks us out on YouTube, we appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have all the channels and everything he plugged up within the description. So make sure to give us a like and a follow and a subscribe and comment on these shits. It's free to show love, in the words of Sideline Chet. But without further ado, man, I appreciate y'all. Hail to the bum ass Commanders. I love this team. Holla.
At Lakers W, like and subscribe.